Assalamu alaikum. Welcome. My name is Osman Abdulrasheed. Welcome to another episode. And in the last episode, we talked about how to increase your productivity as a business owner. And we said that, there are people that have, it seems like they have more than 24 hours in a day. And it all stems to three things. We said focus, energy, and time management for you to be able to become more productive. And I promised you in the last episode that I was going to show you something that will help you to escalate your focus, to be able to make you focus more, get more things done. And that's priorities. See, one of the biggest issues that business owners face is that they think that everything is a priority. And if everything is a priority, then it means that nothing is a priority. Because if you're not able to prioritize what you're going to do on a day-to-day basis, so today, what is your priority today? This week, what is your priority this week? Next month, what is your priority next month? If you're not able to do that, then sadly, as a business owner, you will not be able to achieve all the amazing things that you want to achieve. And so today, I'm excited to talk to you about priorities. How do you set priorities as a business owner, and how can you use that to increase your productivity? And more importantly, remember we said that the business owners, there's only three things that you want to be doing. You want to be increasing your revenue, you want to be increasing the quality of your products and services, while you're also reducing costs. So the priority, how to prioritize increasing revenue and reducing cost and improving quality, is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I'm going to be sharing two tools actually, that will help you to be able to set priorities. The first one is, how do you prioritize your people? So you have 1 or 2 staff, 3 staff, 10 staff, whatever. And remember, in the last episode, we talked about leadership, and we said, I don't wait until you get to that position of leadership before you start to develop the skills that you need. So you're not going to wait until you have 10 staff before you learn this amazing tool that I'll share with you. Even now that you are just the only one doing what you're doing, or now that you have just 1 or 2 staff, it will be also important for you to be able to learn this. The thing I want to share with you is called the Pareto principle. And what is the Pareto principle? It's actually a mathematical principle, or rather an economic principle, come about by an Italian called Vilfredo Pareto. And what he says was that it's also called the 80-20 rule. And it simply says that 20% of whatever it is that you're going to do will provide 80% of the results that you're getting. So for example, if you look at it, 20% of your customers are the ones that are giving you 80% of your revenue. 20% of your staff are the ones that are doing 80% of the work that is bringing the revenue. So now, how do you use Pareto principle in your business? So the first one that I will do is, how do you use it to be able to identify who are your key staff members? Who are the people that your business should not do without? And it's very simple. All I want you to do is for you to write down names of 10 people, 10 of your staff. And if you have more than 10, you can write all of them. But I'm going to use 10 because it's mathematically easier to calculate. So write down 10 names of all the people that you interact with, whether your customers, whether your suppliers, your partners, people that work for you part-time, people that work for you full-time, and all that. Once you write all their names, now by the side, we're going to rank them into 3 major categories. Category A is, these are people that if they leave your business or if they are working against you, it will totally devastate your business, meaning that your business can even collapse. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you make small chops, for example, and you have one particular person that is very good in making the puff-puff dough, right? If the person is working against you, if the person decides not to come to work, you might not be able to make puff-puff that day, because that's the person that knows everything about what you're talking about, right? So put an A beside any of the names for people that if they leave your business or if they are working against you, it will totally devastate your business. So go ahead and write it down. The second category is, write a B in front of the names of people that if they leave your business or if they are working against you, it might affect you, but it won't be so devastating. You might just feel it, but it might affect your business, but it won't be too bad, right? So write a B in front of those people. And then write a C in front of anybody that if those people either leave your business will actually flourish. You know, there are certain staff that you're just tired of them, but maybe there's nothing you can do. So those are the ones, write a C in front of those ones. Now, I want you to categorize all of them, the A's separate, the B's separate, the C's separate. Now, here's what I want you to do. Pick the ones that you measured A. Now, I want you to now rank them according to how much impact they have on your business. So for each of the A's, put A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, however number of A's that you have. Now, if you don't have any A and all of them are B's, I want you to rank the B's. But what is important is that I want you to rank the most important people. So if you have 10 people, I want you to pick your A1 and your A2, right? So out of 10 people, there are 2 people that you ranked A1 and A2, and those are the most important people in your business. Now, it doesn't mean that the rest are not useful, but what it means is that you want to spend more time. Remember, in the last episode, we talked about leadership, and we said that one of the ways that you can move from positional leadership to permission leadership is for you to understand 3 concepts. 1, value people. 2, understand what is of value to people. And then 3, add value to those people. So those 2 people that you have selected, your A1 and your A2, these ones, I want you to come up with a plan to see how you can understand what is of value to them and add as much value to them. Because if you really look at it, you will see that those 2 people are probably doing 80% of the entire work that you have in your business. And they are also probably even in charge of bringing 80% of your revenue. And what do you want to do? You want to make them happy. You want to be able to understand what they want, understand how you can serve them better. Because as a business leader, your job is to serve your staff, not the other way around. It's a misconception that people think that, okay, I'm the CEO, so that means I can talk to my staff anyhow. Your job is to create a conducive environment so that they can bring the best output with any input that they bring in. So those 2 people, you want to be able to see how you can best manage them to add value to them. But then also the remaining other people, the A3, A4, and whatever, you want to see what can you do to move them towards becoming better, to move them towards becoming like the A1 and the A2. And it could be different things. You can either maybe take them for training, sign them up for courses, buy them books, or different kind of things that you can do to be able to see how you can move them to improve their productivity. So you see, once you're able to do this Pareto principle with your staff, I guarantee you that you will start to see better output for them. Now, the second thing, remember I said I was going to teach you 2 tools. So the first tool is the Pareto principle. The second tool that you need, this is for you as a business owner. How do you organize your day to day? Because you don't want a situation whereby you come to work or you come to your business in the morning and you have so many things planned to do, and at the end of the day, you don't get to do the most important things. So one of the things that I want to share with you is called the Eisenhower matrix, and it's an amazing matrix that you can use to be able to identify what are the things that you must do in your business, and then what are the things that you can either delegate or delay or even delete totally. So you can categorize it into 4 key things. So the first one is the things that you must absolutely do. Now, how the 2 principles, there are 2 factors that you want to look at, and those factors are simply urgency and importance. So if you're going to classify those things, there are certain things that are very urgent, and then there are certain things that are not so urgent, and then there are certain things that are very important, and then there are certain things that are not so important. How do you identify what is urgent and what is not urgent, and what is important and what is not important? The things that are urgent are the things that are time bound, meaning that there's someone else waiting for that result or whatever action that you're going to take. So it's urgent. You can't postpone it. It's something that has to be done as at a particular time. I'll give you an example. For business owners, your VAT tax returns, for example, has to be done by a particular time. If you don't do it after that time, you're going to gain penalties. Pushing out products to customers. The customer is waiting for it. So it means that pushing out products is urgent. Now, important is this particular activity or whatever it is that you're doing is important for the growth of your business, and you have to be the one that does it. So there are certain things that should be done, but it must not be you that does it. So let's go into how do you categorize it. So the first set of activities is the ones that you must absolutely do, and these ones, they are urgent and they are important, meaning that you must do it at a particular time, and meaning that you must be the one that does it. So anything that is urgent and important, once you're able to identify it, anything that is urgent and important, make sure that you do it immediately. The second type of activity is those that you delegate. The ones that you delegate are urgent but not important, meaning that you don't have to be the one that does it by force, but it's urgent. I'll give you an example. Something like doing your laundry, for example. It's urgent because if you don't wash your clothes will be dirty and you don't have what to wear. But it's not important because you don't have to be the one that does it. Nobody says that you must be the one that washes your clothes by yourself. So what do? You delegate it. You give it out to a laundry person. Typically, one of the strategies that I use in my life is whatever I've been able to calculate what does my time cost. So simply, one of the easiest ways you can do it is just to calculate how much do you earn in a month. Once you calculate how much you earn in a month, divide it by 30 days. Once you calculate that, means you know how much you earn per day, and then how many hours in a day do you work. Divide it by the number of hours, and then you know how much you are worth per hour. So how I calculate it is that I look at a task and I see how long will it take me to do. If say the task takes me two hours, then I look at it and say, okay, is there someone that can do it cheaper than my 2 hours worth of time? So let's say, for example, using an example, if say my 1 hour is worth 5,000 naira, right? And so 2,000 is 2 hours is worth 10,000 naira. And I need 2 hours to do a particular activity. If I can get someone else to do it for less than 10,000 naira, then I might as well just delegate it because it means that it's not serving my time. So anything that is urgent but not important, you want to delegate those things out. Then there's also delay. Delay is the things that are not urgent but important. So when you are delaying, you're not delaying indefinitely, you're just scheduling it. It means that you don't have to do it now, but you know it's something that is important. I'll give you an example. Something that is not urgent but is important is that there's no deadline to it, and that's like you learning business tips or learning business strategy or attending business classes. It's not urgent, but it's important. And why is it important? Because you have to be the one that attends those classes so that you can learn and grow your business. And because it's not urgent, it means that there's no deadline. And because it's important, it's something that you have to be the one that does it yourself. So what do? You schedule it, you delay it, you put it in your calendar and say, okay, I'm going to do it on so day. I'm going to attend so classes at so time, right? So once you're able to put that in your calendar, because guess what? What is not in your calendar will not get done. One of the ways that I use when I'm coaching clients, business owners, and I use to assess them is I ask them, look at your calendar, right? Does your calendar reflect the kind of life you want to live? So I'll give you an example. If, let's say, for example, you want to be very successful, or maybe you want to lose weight, for example, look at your calendar. Do you have spots in your calendar where you are actually working out? If you don't have spots in your calendar where you schedule time that you work out at so time, it means that you're not really ready to get, to lose the weight that you want to lose, right? So that's one of the things that you want to do. So things that are not urgent is not very urgent, and it's important because you have to be the one that does it. And then the last one is the one that you have to delete. And what are those things? Those things are not urgent and they are not important. I'll give you an example. Scrolling Instagram aimlessly. It's not urgent because it's not going to bring you any clients. It's not important because you don't have to do it. And so a lot of times what happens is business owners get sucked into this social media thing. But then they use this clause that they say, oh, but people say we should post a lot. Posting and consumption is two different things. Once you understand that you as a business owner, you're a producer of content, it means that you just go into social media, create the content, post it, and leave. You don't have to consume everything that comes your way. So one of the things that you can do as a business owner is for you to be able to delete those things that are unnecessary, those things that are just sucking away your time. I know that the latest phones these days have something called screen time, whereby it actually checks how long you spend on your phone. Spending time on your phone aimlessly, spending time watching TV aimlessly is something that you want to delete in your time. Because a lot of business owners tell you, oh, but I don't have time. But if you do a proper analysis to see how they spend their day, you will see that there are pockets of time that they waste aimlessly without actually having any benefit. So once again, let me run through the 4 things. There are things that you must do, which is the urgent and important. Things that you can delegate, which are the things that are urgent but not important. Things that you can delay, which are the things that are not urgent but important. And lastly, things that you should delete. These are the things that are not urgent and not important. I know that inshallah, if you implement these actual steps, you'll start to see, you'll be able to free up time in your business. And guess what? When you free up time for yourself, you can do so much. You can use that time for ibadah. You can use that time to, relate with your family. You can use that time to even think about more things that you can do in your business, right? So thank you for joining us for this episode again, and I look forward to seeing us in the next episode, where I'll be sharing with you more skills that will help you as a business owner. My name is Osman Abdulrasheed. Till next time, assalamu alaikum.
Ramadan Mubarak.